What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, y'all, by now, you've seen many videos floating around the internets about Michaelah Montgomery, who spoke at the Trump rally on yesterday in Atlanta. Well, I decided that I would opine on this situation, but I want to take a different angle. And y'all have followed me for some time. You know that I like to find a different perspective on the stories that I cover. And this one is a perfect example of the definition of success, where preparation meets opportunity. Preparation plus opportunity equals success. Well, we have all seen Michaelah in her speech at the Atlanta event, but I want to start before that and take you back to where Donald Trump walked off in a Chick-fil-A in Atlanta few weeks ago. And there he met Michaelah Montgomery, who was standing in the crowd waiting on his arrival. She spoke out. He wasn't even looking her direction. He was paying attention to something else, and she called out to him. And at that point, she was able to give her elevator pitch, that 30-second spiel that we encourage all the young people to get your talking points, get your resume in your mind, so that if you meet someone in an elevator and you're going up or down, by the time you get to the lobby, you would have opportunity to tell them your quick story, your CV in 30 seconds. Well, Michaelah did that at that Chick-fil-A, and Trump remembered. Y'all check this out.
So Brian Jack, does anybody know Brian Jack? Nope. Brian Jack is running District 3. We got to vote for him. He's running for Congress.
I do. I put canvassers together. So all these HBCU students that you see here, I brought them here to meet you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we've also knocked doors for you in the past for your past re-election bid and when you ran the first time. Yeah.
Wow.
I was interning for the GAGOP at that time. So, yeah. Wow. Doing a lot for your tax credit reform bill and everything like that.
Well, we took care of those colleges. And
Sure did. Much better than Biden did. So I was This is Crockett Random. This is Spelman. This is Morehouse. This is Morris Brown and all
Isn't that great?
So I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump. We support you.
We love you.
Okay, 4 p.m. We've been 4 p.m.
Come here, let me give you a hug.
Please do.
Wow.
Thank you. Tell my mama I made it. All right,
Thank you, sweetheart. That's really nice. No, we did. We took care of the black colleges, universities. They're taken care of now, and she understands it. A lot of people don't understand it. Biden did nothing for them, and I did everything.
Tell them how y'all been suffering, y'all. How you suffering?
That's really nice, huh?
There's no housing.
You know each other. You two know each other. You should.
That's my mentee.
Yes.
She knows.
Picked me up in 2017, Mr. Trump, and he's been a great mentor ever since then.
You are a special woman.
I look forward to helping you again this year.
I love it. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
We won't forget it either. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And if they run a little bit low, give them some extras, okay? Are you the boss? No, sir. You're the second boss. Come here. Give me a hand. Thank you. Thank you very much. You take care of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on up. Come on up. Everybody's doing with that beautiful hair.
Malika, come
How do
on.
you do
Malika
that
and James, I got your phone.
Go ahead. Take it.
Come on.
Come on.
Here we go. In place. Okay. I gotta go this way.
Now I want one with you. Come.
Oh, okay. Come on. He's personally requested
Come on,
me.
let's go. That's good. Beautiful.
Yeah, can my friend Dom get one too? She's fundraising.
Come on in.
For the
Come on in.
Yep,
Come
she
on
helps
in.
me. Yes, Michaelah, yes.
We're gonna get rid of Biden.
Yeah!
Bye, Sleepy Joe. The worst president in the history of the United States, and he's horrible to the black community, whether you like it or not.
Been that way since
the black
a senator.
Community bad. And check out his record in the 1990s. Check out his record in the 1990s.
You're economically what's for us. Yes.
Well, opportunity.
Opportunity-wise, everything.
Best job numbers ever.
The First Step Act. Let's talk about
University.
Yep.
I think she got the whole thing down.
Yeah.
Heidi, can I get one picture before you go?
You take care of yourself.
Heidi, can I get one picture before you go? One picture.
Let's go.
Now, Michaelah had a few things going for her at that Chick-fil-A. She was knowledgeable about Donald Trump. She had done her research and also had done some work on the ground for his campaign previously. She was knowledgeable. She had her talking points ready. And she also had a bubbly, outgoing personality, which is what initially got his attention. She spoke up at the opportunity. And I know some of the super saints ain't gonna like this, but when I saw this video at the Chick-fil-A, it reminded me of a scripture where Jesus was walking on his way to Jericho. And a blind man was by the side of the road. He heard the commotion. He said, "Hey, what's going on over there? What's happening?" And somebody said, "Hey, it's Jesus of Nazareth. He's walking through. He coming by." And the man called out. He said, "Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus. I know y'all ain't gonna like that analogy, but that's what came to my mind when I saw this sister in this Chick-fil-A. She called out to Donald Trump. He turned around and said, "Who is this calling my name?" Just as Jesus did on his way to Jericho. Who are you? What are you talking about? Got his attention? And once you got his attention, then it's all on you, right? Because that's all we all need is a little attention sometimes by the right person. She got Donald Trump's attention. She told him that she was familiar with everything he had done during his presidency, and she had worked on the ground in Atlanta to help his campaign. He respected it. Not only that, he was impressed with her outgoing personality, with her aggressiveness, if I might describe it that way. And lo and behold, y'all, he said he wasn't going to forget her. And as a man of his word, next time he showed up in Atlanta at a rally, no less. Look who's up on the big stage. Y'all, it's Michaelah Montgomery. She looked a little different. When she was in the Chick-fil-A, she had braids, had a beanie on, she was dressed down, but she had her pitch together. If I could just meet him, if I could just be one in the number, one in the crowd and call his name, if I could just get his attention, I will run it down on him. I will impress him with my knowledge, and he won't forget me. Preparation plus opportunity equals success. Well, she had a chance to get up on the big stage because of her preparedness for the opportunity. Y'all check out what Michaelah had to say as she destroys Kamala Harris.
I'm so happy you all came out to see me. So, my name is Michaelah Montgomery. A lot of you guys know me as the girl from Chick-fil-A, but I am so much more than that. Not only do I serve as the CEO of Conserve the Culture, I am also the state director for Blexit down here in Georgia. I'm a Fulton County coordinator for America First Works, and I'm also launching a podcast on the Patriots Prayer Network, so put some respect on my name. Now, why don't we jump right into it? See, as a young single mother, I can tell y'all that rent is too damn high. I can tell you that as a young black voter, groceries are too damn high. And as an American citizen, period, seniors like my parents should never have to choose between medicine or food. It should never be the quality of life versus the quantity of life. And I don't want to hear, "Oh, but we capped the price of insulin and lowered the price of all these medicines." Yeah, but you raised the price of everything else, so it's about time to start telling the truth to Americans and let them know exactly what they're signing up for if they want to vote for Kamala Harris. We need to vote based on facts and not feelings. See, under Harris and Biden, the average Georgia household is losing $1,060 per month, and inflation is at 21.4%. And due to the war on energy, average gas prices have reached record highs for the state. We also did a poll, and 80% of us Black Americans are not happy with the current state of the economy, so I'm going to need 80% of y'all to vote accordingly in November. They love me. They love me. They really love me. The left wants you to get in your feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention to what has been done. They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the Black community, but all she's done is hurt the Black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the Black community is to dismantle the Black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about Black families? I wonder if Mrs. Willie Brown, a Black woman, is also with her. A few days ago, President Trump said he didn't know Vice President Harris was a Black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about because she's only Black when it's time to get elected. Did I lie? The same Black people who are mad at Trump for being confused about her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are seemingly forgetting that while you're touting her as a savior for Black people, she identifies as an Asian woman. She chose her side and it wasn't ours. When asked if she would ever do anything specifically for Black people, she said no. Whereas Trump gave us the Platinum Plan, which specifically uplifted the Black community by increasing capital by almost $500 billion, creating 500,000 new Black businesses, and would give Black churches the ability to fight for federal resources for their communities. And why are we acting like strong borders aren't a thing literally everywhere else in the world? Since when has being patriotic been a crime? See, a few weeks ago at the debate, Trump mentioned Black jobs. And a lot of people got in an uproar as if they didn't know what he meant. Well, we go to the polls and cast our Black vote. We go to the stores and spend our Black dollar. We live in our Black community, but for whatever reason, we draw the line at a Black job. Oh, but wait, because if you're wondering what a Black job is, please, I encourage you all to drive through Atlanta at all these beautiful Black-owned businesses and check and see who works there. Probably a Black person working for a Black entrepreneur, recycling the Black dollar, creating Black generational wealth. If they come here illegally and they're taking your jobs and your resources, then please believe my cousins in the Appalachians, they coming for you too. And y'all know Kamala Harris has yet to say Laken Riley's name. As borders are, she opened the border to millions of illegal immigrants that have flooded American streets with deadly drugs and gangs that have spiked overdoses by over 124% and brought more crime into minority communities. So how's that for Black folks? But let's take race out of it. Just as a woman, period. How can you be a champion for women's rights when you're taking away opportunities from biological women and giving them to transgendered ones? I'll wait, y'all, because I wasn't done. See, how can you promote equity for women and you're allowing men to play in women's sports? And what kind of feminist would still allow men to enter their sacred spaces, i.e. our bathrooms and school locker rooms? Do I even need to mention the opening ceremony at the Olympics? Or the fact that Angela Carini was forced to fight a man and told us that she's never been punched so hard in her life. We cannot allow dangerous liberals who think things like this are okay into the White House, because my daughter will not be fighting a man at her wrestling match. thing both men and women can agree on is that national security is important. So who would y'all rather see lead us into war if it were so to happen? My silk-pressed sister Kamala or the big dog Donald Trump? And lastly, I could not get up here without mentioning my farmers, the backbone of this country. And aside from the Biden-Harris administration hurting you guys in ways we can't even comprehend by the rising cost of everything, Black farmers suffered even more due to the delays associated with the Inflation Reduction Act signed in 2022. Now, don't let the Biden-Harris administration fool you, because they waited until the 9th hour to sign off on disbursements as a last-minute attempt to garner support. But why would they hurt the agricultural industry? Probably because they're looking forward to making more money in the pharmaceutical one. And speaking of pharmaceuticals, because I promise I'm gonna wrap this up, when they bring up abortion and they talk about protecting your medical freedoms, don't be afraid to mention COVID. The Biden-Harris administration forced Americans to take an experimental vaccine and took away their jobs, their livelihoods, and their freedoms if they refused. Trump gave us a choice and Biden gave us a mandate. Hey, y'all, because I'm about to kill him with this one. So the next time the left wants to tell you that, hey, abortion is a right and you need to protect your medical freedoms, remember that they took those freedoms away from men and women the second they got in office, and there's nothing stopping them from doing it again. Clock it. So lastly, again, I'm going to encourage you all to vote based on the facts and not feelings. Oh, he made me feel so bad when he said that. Okay, but they hurt your families when they sent all your tax dollars overseas. Oh, it hurts my feelings when he acts like that. Okay, but it hurts all of us when you see an administration failing their country that they were elected to represent. In which case, I'm going to leave y'all with, hey, mama, daddy, I made it.
And there you have it, y'all. Michaelah Montgomery of Atlanta, Georgia, on the big stage, talking big stuff, able to present herself because on a smaller scale, she was prepared. She was ready for the opportunity. And because she was faithful over the small things, she made her way to the big stage. Able to talk to all of us, able to talk to people around the world who might be attracted to her, who might be in need of her services. All because she took the time to prepare herself before the opportunity even presented itself. It's what I encourage all the young folks to do. Better yourself. Focus on yourself. Get prepared. Work out so that when the opportunity comes, you are ready. I love it when my people say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And that's what she did. Donald Trump saw it, he recognized it, and he respected it. And here she is on the big stage with an opportunity because she did the work ahead of time. Y'all, there's a message there. I hope y'all getting it. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down, because Michaelah Montgomery, by her preparation ahead of time, not even knowing if the opportunity would present itself, but preparing for the moment. When the moment arrived, she was ready. She said, hey, Mr. Trump. Boom, 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 hitting you with the bullet points, with the talking points. He was so impressed. And here she is. Now, if I wanted to be petty, which I'm not going to be, because I understand Atlanta and fashion, I wish she would have had a couple more inches on that hemline. Because it seemed like to me, the people behind is the ones who got the show. Oh God. If you got to keep pulling at it, it might be a little too small, sis. But other than that, if we focus on what she had to say and her talking points on the stage, well, she nailed it. And I'm proud of her for that, for being educated on the issues, for being able to launch an assault on the opposition. Well, she's a good ally to the campaign. And I hope somebody hits her up, and I'm sure the campaign will retain her services. Shout out to her for being Johnny on the spot, Johnnyqua on the spot, being prepared for the moment, and not being intimidated by what the moment requires when she hit the big stage. She showed up and she showed out. Shout out to Michaelah Montgomery and the Trump campaign that I'm sure is going to have her working on the ground in Atlanta to help deliver the state of Georgia in 2024. Y'all, let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'd love to know your thoughts. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.